Hi, I'm Rohit, one of the founders at Zodhya Technologies. At Zodhya, we develop plug-in AI devices which actually reduce the energy bills and lower emissions by about 30% for commercial buildings as well as industry. Soul platform, actually what it does is it generates reports for you where you have this insights of if there are any load imbalances happening, if there are any power inefficiencies in supply or at the equipment end, or let's say you've got multiple locations and you would like to see how they are performing with respect to your benchmarks. So these are all the things you get to know in a simple snapshot, and based on that you can quickly take an action. So what it does is, let's say you operate in multiple locations as an industry or as a commercial chain. So what it looks at is how effectively each of those locations are performing, or how is your critical equipment performing. And if there are any issues happening, it gives you this insights real time using the ML behind. So what you get is not just data, but an actionable insight where you can take actions directly rather than just have data of it. So this makes the client perform their operations in buildings better and also have a control over how things are going in their places. When we started developing these technologies, one other aspect which we looked into was how much emission are the current buildings or current locations making. Electricity was playing a major role because even in today's world of global emissions, if you see, 1/3 is from the buildings and a major role is from the electricity, about 25%. So these come under the scope 2 emissions, wherein you are directly not causing those emissions, but you are contributing to those emissions by using it. So one way to reduce the emissions is to optimize the way you are using electricity. So that is where these products have been built around, so that you can bring down your scope 2 emissions and also have a control over it. When we were part of the Lab 32 program, it has helped us in structuring different things. So how do we present our idea in a better format, and what kind of focus do we have to do, because as a startup, when you start, you have different things to work on. So how do you focus on the specific things was something where Lab 32 program helped us to streamline our focus and grow forward. When we came into T-Hub, we were just with an idea. So what T-Hub helped us is in many ways to become a lot more professional in terms of how do we develop business plans and financial plans, and in terms of, since our products involve both software, AI as well as hardware, so how do we manage these things and get that guidance accordingly in order to develop this technology, and how do we get to know that market feedback faster. So these were some of the areas where T-Hub has helped us so that we can streamline our operations along those lines better.